And we're ready to commentate and spectate this race here for round 4. I expect big things from these drivers. They are currently leading the tier championship at TT Motorsport and are putting on an amazing display of racing, considering how new they all are how new they are together. They're all brand new faces put into one grid, and they are proven to be very, very good. Better than the Tier 1 drivers at the moment, as they're currently winning the Tier Championship, as we have an ANF Pink Ford leaving the garage, as well as a Zanzer Honda car. Also see an Audi car coming out the pits as well. See a Bentley come out. Who else? SDC out there in the McLaren Shark Sim racing car. Did you enable your audio?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
My stream. Do I need to do it? Actually, I need to do it for you as well, won't I?
No, it's already set up on mine, mate.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
I think Sharks and McLaren's going to be the first to put a time in SDC. The looks of it.
Looks like it. You can follow SDC if you like. I'm going to follow... I'll follow Lewis. Lewis, we missed out from Lewis last round. He had some birthday celebrations, so he was unable to make the race in Vietnam. So he'll be wanting to make up for the points missed out here in China. Extremely long sweep in turn 1 and 2. Seems like it never ends. Just keeping it pretty smooth, went a little bit wide there, but he's keeping the power through the corners, which is the main thing.
Looks like the majority of the drivers choosing the soft tyres to start with, Tez.
Yeah, we see Chizu, Jerry, Sim Racing going for the mediums to start with. You always see them hop onto the softs a little bit later on into the qualifying session.
There we go, SDC puts in a 1 minute 30.8, Tez. That's the benchmark for now.
Yeah, in the 30s, that's a good time if you're in the 30s. We could see a couple of drivers possibly getting into the 29s. As we see Lewis going into the 32s, Unlucky A and Small Hands in the 33s, as well as Jamingas. Following Jerry Moore now, as he's heading into the 3rd sector in his Equinox Spiker F1 car. The winner last time out here in Vietnam. He'll be liking to try and take the win again today. Whereas Jerry Moore going good, current P4 on the mediums, one at 32.1, so that's pretty quick, I must say, on the medium tyres. We do have a couple new drivers today. We have It's a Leg and It's a Cat, who have taken over the Games vs Tesla team as they went into administration, unfortunately. And they have come through with a brand new team here for the Tier 2 series, which will be the Duotone GC40 racing team. So I think they're two fast drivers as well. They've been trialing for Tier 3, and we stuck them into Tier 2 instead. They seem to know what they're doing. So yeah, they'll be the ones to watch out for today. The rookies. Cat's got a nice matching helmet to match the car. Very trendy.
Yeah, another nice looking car, I've got to say.
Yeah, definitely. It's just a real shame we can't see the sponsors still pie eye, because drivers put a lot of effort into these cars, and if we can't see the final product officially, it's not ideal, thanks to Codemasters. We currently see the McLaren Shark Sim cars, currently P1 and 2. And they've been really consistent. I think they've been probably the most consistent team out of the bunch. They seem to both be scoring good results. Let's follow Shizu as they're on their lap. They go well, really tight there. Actually go onto the grass a bit, but they don't invalidate a lap, so they must know the limits. Here's our driver of the day, last time out in Vietnam. He'd be liking to try and keep up that reputation today in China. And he's coming around in the penultimate now. Penultimate corner into that tight hairpin. Around that final corner. Keeps it within the track limits. Very nicely done. Let's see where they go. As they stay 15th, they drop down to 16th now, the 134.9. We have a couple reserves today. We have Sim Racing, who's getting out of the way there for Shifty 50. He will be replacing Josh in the Achieve Audi racing team. And we also have Brendy Boy, who is on an outlap now for the Utah Braun GP car. He is replacing Liam Hannon as they're absent today. They even got the matching helmet to go with the livery. Very nicely done there, Brendy Boy.
Now we know what he's capable of, Tez. Let's see what he can do on this lap. I'm sure he'll get up there.
The drivers getting out of the way, Lewis getting out of the way for Rubber Go Plays there. Drivers have a lot of respect for each other on track now, which is great to see. When it's the cat starts their lap, I'll be following them. The newbie to tier 2. See if they can match their teammate. A teammate gone 131.2, currently sitting P3. A very nice time. But I think, although they are 3 rounds behind, I think they could be one to watch out for in the constructors. They're 2 very solid drivers. I might flick between Jerry Moore Racing and it's a cat as Jerry's about to start his lap now. A little bit of traffic up ahead. Hopefully they get out of the way for Jerry. That's his teammate. So he's saying to his teammate, please watch out, as his teammate does very nicely. Chizu does as well, which is good to see. But Jerry's actually pulled out of his lap, I think. Yeah, he's 9/10 off. It's a cat though. Let's see how they get on. They go through turn 1 into turn 2. That long right-hander. Oh, they spin it. They lose their front wing. they'll be gutted with that, and they'll have to retry. Rebel Go Place sets a lap of who's currently P8 on medium tyres, so that's pretty darn good. That's 132.6.
So yeah, STC's managed to improve his
Brindy
time.
Boy.
He's now at a 130.6.
Brindy Boy goes P3 as well.
Brindy Boy got a quick time for his first lap out.
STC's putting some good laps in. Getting right pipes coming out of the pits now. The current leader of the championship coming out in the Bentley Zero car. Beautiful purple livery. They'll be liking to try and retain their championship lead. Who do you think will be able to get pole position here today? Aye.
And the McLarens are looking strong, to be honest. It's going to be quite hard to beat them. Shifters managed to beat SDC's time there. Only just Ortez.
Oh, nicely done. Dominguez is retired from the session. Teammate of the current driver you're watching at the moment, getting my pipe, has retired from the session. So I don't know if that was a DNF or if they've retired early. I'd have thought it would have been maybe an incident. But here we have getting my pipe to come around the penultimate corner. They're about to start the hot lap. Let's see how they do. Cool, they've done that first three corners spot on by the looks of it. That's a hell of a lot better than I can do it, I can tell you that. But he's actually slightly down on that first sector. 800ths of a second down. That isn't that much. We've got a long rest of the lap left. Brindy Boys actually lost connection to their Wi-Fi and they're just rejoined now. Luckily they sent submitted a pretty good lap. Well, I say pretty good lap, a very good lap. They're currently P3, so they can get away with a couple minutes lost, I'm sure. Again, my pipes going around the penultimate corner now. Let's see where they are placed. If they can improve from their P6. Oh, they come into the pits. They were not happy with that lap. You know, I think Jerry Moore could get pole. Shifty and SDC are looking fast, but I think Jerry Moore's not set a proper lap yet. I know what this guy's capable of, and I've seen his time trial times. I think this guy could pull it out of the bag, but I don't want to write anyone off yet. Anything could happen.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen how fast Jerry Moore is, how consistent he is. Anything's a possibility.
Even with a couple of unlucky races. He had a couple of unlucky races at the start of the season. Being spun out on the first corner. But he's worked his way back through the field very nicely.
See him just building that
I'm
gap.
stay on board of him. Wearing the orange helmet to support his home country, Holland. Unfortunately, he'll actually be missing out on his home Grand Prix, which will be next week in Holland. He will be on holiday, so it's gutting to see. But I'm sure he'd much rather be on holiday. I know I would be.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Especially in the times we're going through at the moment. See how he does in sector 1. He's 3/10 up on his time. He locks up a little bit there, but keeps it very clean. Let's see if he can maintain this pace throughout the rest of the lap. I want to see it as the cat gap there as well. I think they have potential. High.
Yeah, I mean,
See him and his teammate following each other.
I've seen what they can do, these two.
Saying that, I think
They do both look quick.
yeah, they do. Doing well in the trials for Tier 3, that's for sure. I did forget to check to see how Jerry Moore was doing in Sector 2. I don't know if he was up or down. Oh, we have a new current pole sitter. It's a leg. 130 flat. If Jerry Moore can beat that though. Ooh. Jerry Moore goes P4, 131 flat. Very nice there from It's a Leg.
Managed to get a second off his time though.
Cat. Yeah, that's really impressive. I'm going to follow It's a Cat now because I think they have what it takes to get up there. Doing very tidy there for the first 3 corners. As qualifying is now over. We'll start slowly seeing drivers pack up qualifying as we'll be heading on to the race. Oh no! This cat spun it. What a shame. What a shame, what a shame. They will not be able to improve.
I say Arca Dart just managed to work his way up to 4th then. For 1 minute 30.
It's the cat. We're taking note of that. Retiring in the middle of the circuit. Holding a couple of drivers up there. That wasn't great. What a shame though. So if Sim Racing can improve on their time though, they did get held up a little bit there unfortunately, but they do improve, they go current P12. We have Stevie JD on a lap at the moment, but he's on 6 lap old softs. Not sure why he's not swapped tyres. That wouldn't be ideal to start on for the start of the race, that's for sure. Well, they're saying that he might be starting on a fresh compound. Jerry Moore goes P3. Stevie's knocked down to P4 now. Arca Dark up there in P5 as well. I think you said that a minute ago. That's really good. Impressive. Steve JD pulls out. Hits the wall. Oh. And literally just throws it into a wall. Well, that was interesting.
Did well to keep the wheels there, I've got to be honest. I was expecting one coming.
Yeah, I don't know how you get the wheels there.
So I think that's it.
Who's on a lap? Anyone?
No, I think that's about it. Jerry Moore's just making his way back round to the pits by the looks of it.
GB292 is on a lap. Says they finished, but I don't think they have. No, they definitely haven't finished. They're definitely sending it right now. Getting my pipes only P7. That's interesting. Thought they might be able to get a little further up the second order than that, but I suppose once you take Brindy Boy out of the equation, they're technically starting P6. But there's always an extra car to be battling on track during the race. Although constructors' points for reserve drivers are no longer a thing, as GT92 backs out of their lap. Is anyone sending it? I don't think anyone's sending it.
Mate.
I think that is it.
Just waiting for the
Lewis
time to
is.
go off.
Lewis sending? Nah, Lewis running out of the RS anyway. I don't think he'll be able to improve. So there you have it. It's a leg is on pole position. Shifty 50 in second. Jerry Moore third. SDC fourth. Arkadaki in fifth place. With Brindy Boy starting P6. Getting my pipe in seventh. GB292 in eighth. Lewis starting in P9. M Steel racking up the top 10. We have Chizu starting in P11. Sim Racing in 12th. Rebel Go Plays in 13th. We have Itzakat in 14th. Dominguez 15th. Unlucky A starting P16. We have Striker Sun starting in 17th. We have both of the ANF Pink Force starting 18th and 19th, Small Hands and Stevie JD, and we'll have Meaning Bowl starting from the back of the grid, providing they're actually in, which I'm not sure about. Do we reckon they're in? I don't think they've joined. You know, I haven't seen their name pop up. That is going to be a massive bummer for Utah Braun GP, as they've had both drivers potentially. Can you see Meaning Bowl? No Meaning Bowl. Both Utah Braun drivers are out of the session. Well, not out of the session, just haven't even started. So that isn't ideal, as I think they currently lead the championship in the constructors. So that is not ideal.
That could really damage the standings, that one.
It really could. We'll see them dropping, I would have thought, when we release the standings next time, but you never know. Anything could happen. Other drivers starting to ready up now. We have 6 seconds left before we start the formation lap here in China for the round 4 of a Tier 2 series. Yeah, just 19 drivers today. So it's a leg on pole position on their rookie round, starting here as a fresh team, as a fresh driver here in the Tier 2 series. I'm sure they'll be very happy with that result if they can maintain that first place and see it through to the end of the race. They do have some fast drivers behind them, including Shifty 50, Jerry Moore, SDC. Not to mention, I mean, Arkadark up there as well in P5. Brindy Boy, obviously the Tier 1 driver who's currently sat in second place in the Tier 1 championship, starting P6. Getting my pipe, who is the championship leader in Tier 2, currently in P7. Yeah, this could be an interesting race. You can't forget M Steel starting P10th. We could see him up into the top 5 by the first corner. We know what this guy is capable of on a start. He has absolutely incredible starts, but has had a few unlucky results in the first 2 rounds, but they did bring it home for round 3.
Top 11 starting on softs, and then Near enough the rest of them on mediums, apart from Rebel Go players on the hards and Small starting on softs at the back there.
Yeah. So Chis's even started choosing softs. It's quite interesting. I mean, if I was Chiz, I was definitely going for the medium or hard compound.
You go for the
As the softs will just they'll wear out too quick, in my opinion. But it's not my race. He's obviously got a little trick up his sleeve that we don't know about. But as drivers are now starting to form up on the grid to start the race. Hopefully, Codemasters don't do us dirty here and allow a few drivers to go before some others, as that won't be ideal. Here we go now as they start revving their engines and the lights start to go out. With our Shark Sim car actually ghosted there. And they all seem to get away at a pretty good start as we're away now for round 4. Let's see how they make it through to the first couple corners. So far, so good from what I can see. As we have a Zanzer Honda car going really wide there, and they've lost out massively from that. Overall, I think we're looking pretty good. As we have Shifty 50 going for a move on Jerry Moore, and it's a leg dropped back to P4 already, which isn't ideal. As we have one of the McLarens going up the inside of the DT40 car. Now we're side by side, these two, Shifty and Jerry Moore race. See, getting my pipe up a little further ahead, looking for a move around It's the Legs. It's the Legs had a really bad start there after their incredible pole position lap. Here they will come. And they're all still stuck together. So that is a really good start. We've had no problems yet from what I've seen. If we have It's a Leg and getting my pipe battling hard there.
I mean, I've got to
my pipes through. It's a Leg drop down to P6.
Yeah, I've got to be honest there, Tez. That's probably one of the best starts we've ever seen at TTM. That was quite something.
That was really good. As we see the Zanzer Honda car of Arc Dark making a move on It's a Leg as well. So It's a Leg is just dropping back left, right and centre. But now we have Shifty 50 looking up the inside there of Jerry Moore race. But we also have Brady Boy who's eyeing up the pair of them. Oh, but we have side-by-side action now of Shifty 50 and Brindy Boy.
I think this one's going to be pretty action-packed.
Really good. Yeah, this is good so far. As we're into lap 2 now, and there's still just a snake of drivers with no one dropping back at all. Really good to see. Jizu's making a move on It's a Leg, so It's a Leg's down to P8 now. What on earth's going on for It's a Leg? From what I know, if they're using their time trial setup, I know they don't have much wings on their setup, so I don't know if their setup's more for qualifying rather than an actual race or what, but they don't seem to be getting on too well so far. As we see SDC, Shifty 50, sorry, who's dropped right back. I didn't catch what happened there. So, Brindy Boy and SDC have got past them. Getting my pipe on the background, lurking behind 50-50, trying to get within that slipstream. So we have the two McLaren Shark Sim cars jostling for position. And it's still really close. I mean, look at all the times between the intervals of the drivers. I mean, they're all really close. Jerry Moore race currently leads the race. Getting my pipe closing in on Shifty 50. Lewis has had to pit. So I know Lewis went a little bit wide there on the second corner on the opening lap. I don't know if they may have took damage or something. Not sure how, but it wasn't caught on camera, unfortunately. But it's a leg. It's battling with Chizu at the moment. As it is a leg, I just caught him off the circuit. And now Sim Racing has actually took full advantage of that. And is now right up with Chizu. Chizu runs wide. And that allows the Audi driver to get the inside line, but they couldn't keep the power as Chizu was there. Oh, it's a leg spun! It's a leg has spun! Our pole sitter has dropped right back now. How unfortunate.
Such a shame.
Now we're following
positions there.
Oh, such a shame. Now it's Sim Racing's looking around the inside of Chizu and makes the overtake before the penultimate corner. See both Pacifico Porsches in the background as well. They're jostling for position as GB292 gets past M Steel. M Steel's now looking around the outside of their teammate, but they back off. They think better of it. M Steel's now looking around the outside of their teammate. This is interesting, as that allows the Audi driver to go around 2, which is unlucky A. So I don't know if there's some team orders there, but the team orders have jeopardised GB292's position big time. But all the drivers are still together. We're in lap 4 now. The only one who's back is Lewis, and that's down to a pit stop. So apart from that, all the drivers are still stuck together, which is great to see. As Dominguez makes a move on Lucky A there.
Yeah, I think he just tapped the back of him actually and knocked him off there on that corner, Tez.
I didn't see that. I was looking at a different camera. I didn't quite catch that.
Just took Unlucky A out wide and just able to take his position from him, but I'm sure Unlucky A won't give up that easy.
Sim Racing's making a move on Arc Dark. Sim Racing's doing pretty well now, up into P6 now for a good race here. Sim Racing's made 6 positions. Very impressive from the Tier 1 driver. But we actually see Arc Dark looking at the inside there. And Arc Dark makes a move and runs Sim Racing a little bit wide, and he actually loses 2 positions from that. That was a shame. As we have Getting My Pipe in the pits now, and we see Chizu looking up the inside of Arc Dark, but they can't do it as Arc Dark runs really wide, allows Chizu through, and now we see the Audi driver as well getting through, who makes a little bit of contact there with Chizu, but now looking around the outside of Arc Dark in the Santo Honda car, but they can't quite do it. Ooh. Oh no! No! Oh, what a shame as Arc Dark runs Sim Racing really wide there, and ultimately...
Just spanning the track with traffic coming, that was...
Oh,
really does need to look at his surroundings there, that was close.
Note it down. Didn't note it down, that's not ideal.
It's just slid out again, Arc Dark.
Yes. I'm watching it now, it's getting my pockets around the outside. Not ideal, after he was on for a really good start here. But around 4 Tier 2 series, but yeah, that wasn't great to see. But Jerry Moore still leads this race with a yellow flag. That's Zanze Honda again. What's happened? Arc Dark's must have spun again.
I say Lewis was off the track then as well. I don't know if it was Lewis or Arc of Dark.
Well, I panned onto Arc Dark when I saw the yellow flag and they were going really slow, and Lewis was sending it. So I think it could have been Arc Dark again. Jerry Moore's into the pits. Our current race leader is going on to the hard compound, so they're going to try and do a 1-stop here.
SDC just following him in there. Just sees that opportunity.
Follow the race leader, then you can't go wrong that way. If you gamble another lap, it could work out for you, or it could work out terribly.
That's it. M Steel now sat in 3rd. I'm sure they'll be happy with this result so far.
Yeah, up 7 positions. With Dominguez and Unlucky up 11 positions. Stevie JD up 12. Obviously, those guys haven't yet pitted. But even so, that's really good. As quite a few drivers haven't pitted yet. The Brittany boy look around the outside of Jerry Moore race. It looks like they are able to do it. Unlucky A catching Dominguez now. So they come onto that back straight. And Unlucky A will have DRS now. And they've already used the overtake. They're already past them almost. Before they even got to the DRS. Can they make it past Dominguez? It looks like it, but we also have Rebel Go Plays, who's looking around the Bentley Zero driver. They can't do it. That is the Achieve Audi Racing driver through. They pick up a 3-second time penalty to go with it. 50-50 in the pits now. Now we have a battle for third. We see Intertech Lupo driver. Rebel Go Plays look at the inside now of the Bentley Zero driver. And it looks like they do it. Very nicely done there. And we also have a yellow flag. What's happened? Oh! Arkadark again. Arkadark's not getting on too well in today's race. Had numerous problems already. And we're not even 10 laps in yet. What a shame. Chizu currently leads the race. You won't see this very often. No, I won't be throwing shade. That's not very nice. But he's obviously yet to pit yet. But Chizu's got a 2.7 second gap on the runner in second. We see his teammate, who's MP3, who has pitted already. They're up 10 positions. So to pit and to get 10 positions already, that is pretty good. Rebel Go Plays is on a very good run right now. Actually, I was saying that, have they pitted yet? Or do they start on the hards? No, they've started on the hards. Yeah, so Rebel Go Plays. May try and finish this race on a set of softs maybe at the end, but yeah, so far so good for them. Chizu's now in. Unlucky A will lead this race. There's some battling going on back here. Stevie JD. We see Jerry Moore look at the inside and they think better of it. Jerry Moore looks at the inside there, turn 2. But the ANF driver still up the inside. And he actually, ooh! And as the McLaren of SDC nearly got hit off there. But these two drivers are side by side still. As the Ford driver look around the outside there of Jerry, but Jerry manages to hold position. And they move up to P5. Oh, Rebel Go Plays is spun! I don't know. I'm not sure. Did you miss that as well?
I missed that, yeah. I just went on to him as he spun off the track.
Yeah, me too. What a shame. I'm not sure what happened there though. I could get looked at later, or it could have been self-inflicted. We're not sure.
Just got sim racing and strikers
but we have
making a bit of contact.
The two Equinox drivers wipe each other out almost. No, it wasn't the two Equinox drivers. It was Sim Racing and Striker Sun run each other wide there. I'm not too sure what happened. But now we have like 3 wide going down the back straight. And we have a pink Ford sitting in front of them all. The Audi driver looking at the inside there. Sim Racing's through. But Striker Sun has spun it. Had a little bit of contact and they threw it into the grass. What a shame. The race has turned a little bit sloppy as we're approaching the 10 lap marker now. Yeah. Drivers are struggling to keep it on the circuit.
striker some span again. Just couldn't get the right temperature in those tyres there by the looks of it.
But look, Shifty 50 is now looking for a move on Stevie JD. We also have It's a Cat following close behind. They are friends in real life, so the rivalry is sure on right now for them and Shifty. Oh no, It's a Cat spun it! The same place they didn't qualify, and what a shame. Commentator's curse is real here today in China. As Getting My Pipe makes a move on their teammate, Dominguez. Moves their way up to P4. Jerry Moraes is now hunting down Unlucky A down the main straight. Looking at the inside now, turn one. Can they make it? It looks like it indeed. Jerry Moore's now into P2.
That was a very clean
leads this
overtake.
race. That was nice. Yellow flag. What's happened? Shifty. Why is Shifty down there? What's happened to Shifty? I swear he went there a minute ago. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have any damage.
SDC right up the gearbox now, Dominguez. Battle just a little further ahead. And SDC are trying to do the slingshot here, the cutback on Dominguez, but they can't quite make it work. But they're looking at the inside now of the long 12 and 13. And they do it. SDC up to E5. Getting My Pipe and Unlucky A, they swap around. Getting My Pipe goes up the inside, but Unlucky A will be trying everything now to try and regain the position they lost. They can't do it. SDC picks up a 3-second time penalty. Now right on board with Shizu. They're hunting now. It's a Cat. So It's a Cat spun. Something Shifty must have spun because they were just battling each other and now they're back together. We have a red Zanzo Honda. Arcduck again in the gravel. We're getting lapped now.
Oh, he's really struggling this race.
He really needs to warm up his tyres before applying full throttle. He's rejoining the circuit in a really risky manner. He can't even keep it. He needs to really chill out a bit before he gets on the throttle. As he's almost spinning again. It's the legs were tired. The pole sitter here in China has retired in a Duotone GT40 car. What a shame. Not an ideal way to start off their championship. You see them in the background there. Rubbergo plays in the wall. There's drive-through penalty for GB292. Dominguez makes... Okay, so Dominguez passing because they're in the pits. We'll have a little look out now to make sure no one's overtaken under VSC. So a lot of drivers are taking the opportunity now to pit.
Dominguez picking up a drive-through penalty as well there. Really have to watch that delta. Make sure you stay below it.
Yeah, delta pace. They're back underway again.
Rebel Go players just making a move on GB and takes him, and now looking at Stevie JD as well. And takes him as well.
Oh, it looked like they got the inside.
Stevie JD just holding on there.
The Rebel now looking at the inside of the NF Pink Ford car. Nice done. Nice clean racing from these three. Oh, Lewis. A bit of a tank slapper there. Managed to recover it. Sim Racing just knocked a few tenths off of him. They go down the back straight now. Get a flag. That's another Zanz. Archidart retired. I think they've given up. I see them in the gravel. As the Achieve Audi Racing drivers look around the outside now of the Zanzare Honda driver. And they do it nicely into the penultimate corner on lap 13. Minguez in the pits. I'm still up to P7 now. Slowly working their way back through the grid. Hopefully we'll see Lewis pick up the pieces for the team. He's now breathing up the gearbox of Sim Racing. M Steel now getting on Chizu. Chizu's under threat in the Enertech Lupo car. I see the Pacifico Porsche driver slowly reeling in Chizu. Gonna call a hop on SDC as well. I think SDC's gaining on getting my pipe pie.
Yeah, I'll keep my eye on that one, Tez. Looks like we could see a couple of battles emerging here.
As Chizu's in. Chizu's already pitted once and they're back in again. Couldn't quite make those tyres last.
Get me my pipe, just doing well to stay out in front of SDC here. SDC's really pushing it to the limits.
These two remember each other from the mini-series days in Tier 1. Had numerous battles throughout the championship. And now both find themselves in Tier 2 for different reasons. They're both super fast drivers though. They have nothing to do with pace. It was more down to commitment issues and certain days they could only make, etc. Oh no! SDC spun it as we just say that! They get a tank slapper. Oh, what a shame. Let's see if they lose out on much positions there. I don't think they will. They might lose out on one to their teammate Shifty 50. Apart from that, Unlucky Ace has joined again. So I'm not sure if they had a bit of a connection issue there. But Shifty 50 surprised has actually let them back past or not. Oh no, it looks like around the outside. Shifty 50 around the outside there of SDC. So SDC luckily hasn't lost out too much there. All they've lost out on is the time gain there and getting my pipe, who's now 10 seconds behind the pair of them. Oh no, Unlucky Ace is dropping back because they've disconnected. That's such a shame. Now it's a battle of the McLaren Shark sim cars. An interesting battle. As I said earlier, two probably the most consistent drivers as a team. Now going neck to neck for P4. Unlucky he's left again, that's such a shame. They was in for a really good race there as well. They're doing really well. They're still up 6 positions now, even though they're in and out of the session.
Yeah, hopefully
they're in for a really good race. Hopefully.
Chizu looks to be making time on Stevie JD there.
SDC now in the slipstream of Shifty 50 as they enter the DRS zone. Shifty making them go the long way around the outside. Two different compounds, these drivers, as SDC makes it through on the medium tyre, as Shifty was trying to defend on the hards. So we could try and see Shifty last to the end here, but they might have to go, but both drivers may have to go onto the softs at the end. Depends how their tyres last out.
Stevie JD just picking up a 3-second time penalty there. Just went a bit wide on the corner.
We have Jerry Moore now gaining on Brindy Boy. This is for the race lead. Jerry Moore is on the hard compound. Brindy Boy's got 10 lap old mediums now, so they will slowly start to lose grip now, and Jerry Moore race will have the upper hand. So stay on board with Jerry Moore, see how he gets on. Now we jump on board with Brindy, looking behind.
Chizu made that move on Stevie JD, managed to get him. Now sits in 10th. Well, this is the
Brindy
battle
Boy
we want
goes
to be following.
defensive on the straight.
Brindy Boy, the battle for first. I'm sure Brindy Boy was like 4 seconds in front last time I checked.
He was. He was.
Jerry Moore done really well to pull the back
Jerry
that
Moore.
time.
Yeah, he has.
Tell you what else is interesting, Tez. The time gap between SDC and Get Me My Pipes also going down a bit. There's about a second that lap. So we might see SD. Oh, Get Me My Pipes in the pits.
Is that Lewis up over back on Rebel Go Place? SDC's past Shifty. I don't even notice. But now we have Jerry Moore breathing right down. U-turn Brawn drivers, gearbox now. Are we going to see Jerry Moore try and make a move down the back straight as Brindy Boy goes defensive? Jerry Moore is now gaining the slipstream, now into the DRS, looking around the outside, the long way around to the U-turn Brawn driver. Can they make this stick? Yes, they can. They've already made the move before they've even made it to the corner. Very nicely done there, and that is a swap for the race lead. Lap 17. I don't think Brindy Boy's going to be giving up that easy though. I'm not sure if we have much more time to try and get past them though, as those tyres are slowly going to be degrading away now. They're 12 laps old. It's the cat now, gaining on Stevie JD. They're going to try a late lunge into the penultimate hairpin. They thought about it, but they thought better of it.
Seemed to back off coming out of that corner then, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I see Shitty 50 and SDC still neck to neck, the McLaren Shark Sim cars.
Yeah, I don't think these two realise the teammates just at the moment, do they, Tez? With the little battle that's going on between them.
No, you wouldn't. But they're keeping it clean though. There's no silly overtakes. They're both keeping it very professional between the pair of them. So yeah, they know what they're capable of. The constructors. They've seen it all on paper now how they're both doing. So I think it'd be silly for them to make a silly mistake. But I know both of these drivers, SDC more so. I know they would never try anything like that. And Shifty has put on a very dominant and a clean display ever since joining the league. But between the pair of them, I can't see them making any silly moves. I think they both know where their heads are at. It's a cat a little further back. Gaining on Steve JD on their rookie race here in TT Motorsports. It's heading to the back straight now. Using that overtake, and they'll be able to use the DRS as well. So they're going to look at the inside of Stevie JD. They do it. Nicely done. Into P11. Oh no, they run wide.
Both of them.
Oh, that could have been a lot worse. Oh! They're still like side by side. Steve JD gets a 3-second penalty for running wide. For that. Oh, Steve JD's through. These drivers are still going for it. Getting my pipe as well. I didn't want to pan onto them. Aye. Yep. They're just behind them still. As now, Cat looks like the inside of the ANF Pink 4 driver. Can they make it stick this time? No, not quite. It's a great battle. Yellow flag. What's happened? Can't see anything on my mini-map.
No. Getting my pipe's going to look to make a move on Steele though on this straight. Just hits that DRS zone. And there he goes. Not much Steele could do there. Just going to have to try pull it back in the next few corners.
Cat's all over Stevie JD. If he try and make the move stick this time, and Stevie JD runs really wide, and they're literally off-roaded, Colin McRae style. But somehow they get a really good exit from that, but I'm sure they'd have picked up a warning. Oh no! Cat runs rear end Stevie JD and loses the front end plate. They completely misjudged their braking zone there. But luckily no drivers, well Steve JD hasn't spun or anything from that, because Cat has took some wing damage. That will slow him down a little bit now. I see Lewis getting on Dominguez. They run a little bit wide there in the final corner. That's a drag race down to turn 1. The unlucky ace sitting in P16, that is such a shame. He was in such a good race at the start of the session. Down to connectivity issues, they have really lost out.
So what I didn't realise is Brindy's just been in the pits and put some mediums on Tez. So I'll be looking to finish the race on the mediums.
Yeah, my pipe's on 2 lap old mediums as well, so he's pitted and got himself back up there as well, so pretty good to see. As Dominguez goes really wide and Lewis is looking up the inside now. As Lewis on the fresh set of mediums. Tyres are looking a lot better condition than Dominguez's. Oh, nearly.
Slight bit of contact. Just a little tap.
No damage. SDC puts the fastest lap in with 134.3. They'll be catching sim racing now. Lewis keeping it very tight here the last few corners. See if he can try and make a move on the pit straight. Dominguez seems to get a better entry on that last corner. But now, you see Lewis slightly gaining. Are they going to try and move here? No, they don't. They think better of it, which was the correct decision. But Dominguez goes wide and allows the Zanzo Honda Racing driver to go up the inside. But now he's making a switch back. So now they're side by side again. Oh, but Dominguez runs into the back of the Zanzo Honda driver and loses the front end plate. Going more on that hard tyre, 18 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. Will we see this driver last out to the end? Or could they pit? Personally, I think they'll try and last it. But we can see the likes of Brindy Boy and Getting My Pipe slowly break off time. As Brindy Boy sets the fastest time saying that. So, I mean, they're a fair ways behind, but anything's possible.
Yeah, I mean, just watching that time of Brindy Boy, it's just dropping down 10ths of a second at a time.
I was going to say it's a Cat and Steve JD are still battling, but Stevie's just coming to the pits and it's Cat has taken position. Now we see another small, another ANF Pink 4 driver under pressure from GB292 as they're in the pits as well. So both ANF Pink 4s are into the pits. And still gets a 3-second time penalty there.
And Bovis Steele
Still
and Chizu again.
I had to say that.
Another little battle between them, Tez.
Yeah, they're going at it today. Oh, I might have to jump on board with Brindy Boy there if that gap gets any smaller from 50-50. But now I'm going to stick with these two. I think if M Steel gets his final corner right, he can make the move down the pitch straight as he keeps it very clean there. I think he's going to do it. Look up to the inside now of Shizu. There'll be a lot of bragging rights after the race. These two give each other a lot of jip in the Discord. Friendly banter, but I think M Steel, providing they can pull this off for the last few laps of this race, will have bragging rights from round 4 in China. Now, Brindy Boy. Look from Shifty's point of view from their rear cam, watching that UTEP Brawn car. Started getting on them. Now, here's a drag race down the back straight. As Brindy Boy looks at the inside. Can they make it stick? They have. Into P2, Brindy Boy goes on the much fresher tyres. Yellow flag. Jerry! Oh, I thought Jerry spun it. It was Striker's son on the same corner. That wasn't the same corner. I was flipping it. I just panned to Striker's son thinking it was Jerry.
The Rebel Go players looking to make a move on Lewis. Just takes him on the inside.
Oh, a little bit of contact. Wheel to wheel, no damage though.
St. Louis just squeezing through. Oh, this Rebel Go players has spun out wide.
What a shame. Rebel Go plays a bit of an unlucky race today. Chizu gets a 3-second time penalty. All the gap seems to be spreading out a little bit now. That gap doesn't seem to be dropping too much either from Jerry to Brindy. I mean, it's only over 2 seconds since the last time I checked. Jerry could hold on to it. But each lap, those tyres are slowly degrading even more and more. Brindy boy will have the advantage, but
interesting little battle for ninth going on here. Lewis took It's the Cat now. Rebel Go players looking to take It's the Cat as well.
Around the outside. Oh, nicely done there, Rebel. That was a nice overtake.
That was
Did you
nice.
see that in Pickle's top 10 this week, possibly?
Yeah, I think that's going to be featured on there. That was really clean.
That was very nicely done.
But we see Rebel make a move on Lewis.
This one's a bit wide there. Done.
Made the most of that.
We've got Chizu giving them an earful in their pie chat as they're how far behind them? 15 seconds behind them, in front of them, sorry. So I think Rebel Go Plays is overdriving right now to make sure they try and miraculously beat Chizu with that big gap. They're trying everything right now. They cannot let Chizu beat them. The last thing you want.
It's the last thing any of us want.
We see GBT92 now gaining on Dominguez. There are 2 laps remaining here in China.
Oh, Lewis picking up a 3-second time penalty. I say the Zanzer Honda not having the best of luck today.
No, very unfortunate. The GBT92 is really close now to Dominguez.
I think you were right anyway, Tez, from the beginning. Looks like Jerry Moore's going to take this one. Put on a fantastic display again.
Yeah, he's managed to do that one stop in incredible style. Aren't you going to try a late move on Dominguez? But I've got to give it congratulations to Jerry Moore, who wins here. Wait, is he? Oh no, that was Striker 7 on the mini map. But GB292 has managed to get up past. Let's not congratulate Jerry Moore just yet, but we will pan onto them now. As the Equinox Spiker F4 driver makes it 2 out of 2 in Vietnam and now in China as they go around the final quarter for the last time. Jerry Moore race wins in China. An incredible display. Who picks up my driver of the day, gaining 2 positions from the start and making that one stop last, which is really hard to do, considering you got the likes of Brindy Boy closing in behind you on the better compound tyre and the fresher tyre. So very well done, that's Jerry Moore race. Brainy Boy takes it second, Shifty 50 comes home third. Getting My Pipe takes 4th place, the championship leader, who has lost out on a few points there. SDC brings it home in 5th place. With Sim Racing come around the final corner to take it home in 6th. Now we focus on M Steel. As they're going to take it home in 7th. The Chizzy does today hold their position. They cross the line of P8. What a race. It was your driver of the day there. Hi.
I think I'm going to give it to Jerry, actually. He seemed to hold it together all race. Nothing seemed to faze him, to be honest. So, yeah, I've got to give it to Jerry Moore.
A very, very incredible drive. And speaking of the devil, we now have Jerry Moore race in the party. Jerry, if you could enable your audio for us.
Yes, I did.
Congratulations, Jerry, for taking round 4 win here in China. An incredible display. Managed to pull off the one stop. Gained 2 positions from the start. How are you feeling after that?
Yes. Oh man, I'm very happy with first place. I had a very good start actually. I've been practicing those because every time I got pole, I lost a couple of positions. So I've been practicing that, and it worked out today. Yeah, there was good overtaking in the first corner, and after that, I knew I was going for a one stop. Going in on the soft tire on lap 5, and then hopefully could overtake some back markers pretty easily. That went pretty well. Some nice overtakings as well. Then I was chasing Brindy Boy. He was on the medium and was actually catching him. So I thought he still needs to go inside, and I'm on one stop. So yeah, I think I just won there. So after he pitted, I just cruised until the end of the race. I saw the time going down, but on my last lap, if anybody wants to look, I even managed to do my quickest lap time, 1:34.2, I think. I'm extremely happy. Been very busy this week with all kinds of stuff. Didn't had any practice. Quali didn't go as good. Because I had a race setup, not a qualification setup. So I knew I got some decent. Yeah. Very happy.
Race setups really paid off for you. Yeah, as you said, your qualifying, sorry, your start was much better. As I think you went straight into the lead by the first or second corner, I believe. We see it's a leg drop right back as they were sitting on pole. So yeah, from the get go, you were showing very dominant pace, and not being able to battle any cars throughout the race also allowed you to maintain your tyres a lot better. I see you had a battle one stage with Brindy Boy. Apart from that, I think you was in clean air the most of the race, which really helped you. But yeah, you've helped out a lot of the with different pieces this week, and yeah, you have been busy. So for you to get this result in the race, you should be very happy. And incredible drive there, Jerry. Incredible display.
Yeah, thanks. Very happy with it. Like I said, yes.
Yeah, congratulations.
Great reaction there.
Yeah, thanks, man.
See if we can get my pipe into the lobby now, into the party. Let's see what they have to say about their race. Hopefully they join. Let's see though. See if we get SDC in as well, maybe. Not sure if they're going to join. Hopefully we can get one more to wrap up the interviews. Isn't looking promising. Stacey's joined.
Hello.
Stacey, if you'd like to enable your audio for us.
Yep.
What a drive there. I see you get the fastest lap at the end as well. You had a really good battle with Shifty 50 a lot of the race. Unfortunately, we see you spin, which allowed Shifty 50 to gain a lot of time on you, which really, well, you lost out a bit of time there. I see you can actually get in my pipe just before that. But overall, though, you did really well there to bring it back towards the end. How are you feeling after that race?
Yeah, I thought it was a good enough drive. Obviously, I was unfortunate enough with the spin, just pushing too hard to get past, getting my pipe, I suppose, and caught the curb and lost car then. But yeah, I felt I had a lot of good battles there throughout the race. I know I had a good one with Shifty 50 there, my teammate, of course, and yeah, I thought I drove pretty well there.
Yeah, for sure. I can agree with you on that. You did drive very well. I think we could have seen you possibly on that podium as well if it wasn't for that spin. But as you said, a little bit of overdrive there, pushed yourself a little bit too much. Did make you spin. It was on the, I think it was on the exit of turn 13, on that long right-hander, which can be very slippy if you do apply the power at the wrong time. You get a bit of a tank slapper like you got. But nevertheless, getting the fastest lap at the end there, getting that one extra point will really help you and your team. So yeah, overall, I think you drove very well there, SDC. Incredible job. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
It's been a
thanks.
pleasure commentating here side by side with me, Pie Eye Gaming. Thank you today, and we will see you guys next week.
See you later.